All right, welcome everybody. This is more exciting times. I know I've used this line so many times, but it's just a great time to be a follower of Keeping Up with the BS right now because we're launching yet another mini series. We're going to the fucking moon, you guys. We're not stopping. Like we're going
To the
all the
moon.
way up. So the name of this mini series, Burgers with the Boys. You guys can see what we ate later this week. We'll be putting that little bonus clip out. But for now, I'm joined by my boys Brandon and Matt.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and let Matt give you guys the rundown on the backstory just because he's a better storyteller than I am. I suck at that. So, Matt, go ahead. Who the hell are we?
I'm Matt, obviously Ben, and then counterpart Brandon. Basically, this is Burgers with the Boys. We all met at the Disney College program. Brandon and Ben were actually roommates. I lived like 3 or 4 buildings down, roughly. We all did the same job. That's kind of how we all came together. We actually first ever hung out, 3 of us together on Super Bowl Sunday 2 years ago.
Game.
2 years ago?
And the 3 Thriller.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Tom Brady again.
Burgers with the yeah.
The most
Twice.
boring
Hey,
Super
it's
Bowl
only
until this one.
Why? So I guess sort of like why the name Burgers with the Boys. So whenever we were in the college program together, I did culinary. So I love to cook, and I would always go home after work and I'd make like these lunches, and they would always be like burgers with fries, and like I would make specialty burgers, and it would be this thing. And Brandon, I think it was Brandon, one day said, "When are you gonna make me a burger?" So I said, "Dude, just come on by. We'll have some burgers with the boys." And that's the first time that line was ever used. And then I think just because since you two lived together, I think Ben just kind of tagged along, or Brandon tagged along. It was whoever invited who.
Yep.
And we chowed down. We had burgers, and from that point on, dude, we did it like what 2 times a week.
I don't know.
At
You were
least.
good
Oh,
at
yeah.
burgers.
Yeah, you made great burgers.
Yeah, I just cooked.
Literally.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Boom,
Yeah.
the boom sauce.
Oh my
The
god,
the
you guys.
secret sauce.
Boom
We
sauce.
had Matt's fucking boom sauce. Like, think of the best sauce that you could have on a burger, and it's shit compared to this.
Yeah.
Not even joking.
You need to produce that, sell it.
Dude.
I think that would do well, actually.
You could like make that and sell it. When we get to the freaking moon, we could sell it. So who knows?
Brand deal,
Yeah.
trademark it.
Let's do it.
But yeah, so basically for the last 2 years, and even during the program and then after the program, 2 times a week, couple times, handful of times a month, we would just get on FaceTime, or we'd get together in a group. We would all get lunch, get some burgers, and we would just BS, not, to make a pun off of the show here, but we would just BS, and we would have a good time. And it's a plug.
Yeah.
And we would just have a good time. We would talk sports, talk like video games, and just overall vibe. And so we kind of figured, why not just throw a camera in front of it and see what we can do? And so that's Burgers with the Boys in a nutshell, pretty much.
Boys was born.
Vibe.
Yeah, I was
That's the
born.
vibe, man.
It's a great time. Well, speaking of how like we all like first hung out watching the Super Bowl and how it was a Tom Brady Super Bowl, how fucking cool is it that we get another absolutely garbage Super Bowl with Tom Brady winning? Like, how is that?
Dude, it was a terrible game.
It was boring.
Even though it was a terrible game, until like the very last drive, I mean, man, it was like a second to last drive. I still thought the Chiefs were going to come back and win it for some weird reason. I just had that feeling, but nope, never happened. They didn't even score a damn touchdown, so
Dude, it was
whatever.
No, dude, it was bad. There was not one moment in that game where I thought, the Chiefs can do this. They were dead as a doornail from the absolute first play. They could not get Mahomes couldn't get a throw off. Dude, the defense, Buccaneers defense, though, was the best part of that entire game.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, dude. They were scary.
I mean, they were a wall.
It was a very. I had a lot.
If they could have given MVP to like like not just an individual person. The defense was definitely the MVP as a whole. There wasn't really a player that stood out on that defense, but I mean, automatically you just give it to Brady because it's Brady, 7th Super Bowl win out of 10. Like, as long as it's not the Giants, he's most likely going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Eli Manning, Nick
So-
Foles, the only quarterbacks to beat him.
So we kind of breezed past it. Who were we all voting for? Were we all going for here? I know you were Buccaneers, Ben. I know you were Buccaneers
Yeah, I took him.
because I saw your jersey. Brandon, who are you going for?
I picked the Chiefs to win, but honestly, I just hoped both teams had fun because that was the vibe I was kind of
You're
feeling.
so
off.
Canadian.
Hope for as long as they.
I'm
both-
not Canadian. I'm Minnesotan. Get it right. There's a
It's the
difference.
same icy tundra.
It's not the same thing. That's the biggest pet peeve that I have in my entire life. When people say, "Oh, you're like the Canada of the United States." No, we're not. Get that out of here.
Canada.
Whatever you say, eh?
No.
Canada.
Just, you know.
Alaska looks like freaking Canada's ponytail. Have you guys ever looked at that?
No.
It looks like a freaking ponytail. You'll never see it. You'll never see it the same again. I guarantee it.
Oh my God.
Like how Florida. It's like when that one image of Florida upside down looks like the Grinch that everybody was sharing at Christmas.
Yeah, I do remember
Look
that
at a
one.
picture of Canada with Alaska. It looks like a damn ponytail. It's hilarious,
I'll have to look at that next time I check.
right?
Yeah.
Dude, I think the highlight for me of the Super Bowl, it wasn't the score because that was an absolute shit performance. Like Patrick Mahomes didn't get any. Chiefs didn't get any touchdowns against the Bucs. Granted, they had some terrible calls against them. That's no question about that. I think the highlight of it for me was the fact that we all knew it was coming. Like everyone was so hyped, like it's baby goat versus goat, everything like that. And then the refs didn't even look like they were trying to make it competitive. It's like, oh, you breathed on Tom Brady, 49-yard penalty, automatic 30 touchdowns. I'm like, what the hell is happening?
Do you want to know a weird?
I've seen my fair share of ticky-tack fouls, but that was shit.
Yeah. Do you want to know a weird comparison between Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson? Did you see this at all?
No.
Okay, so Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes in like one of their first years, Russell Wilson lost in the playoffs his first time he was there. So did Patrick Mahomes. The next year, they win a Super Bowl. Then the next year, they go to the Super Bowl against Tom Brady and lose. And then Russell Wilson hasn't been back to a Super Bowl since. So, I don't know. What if Patrick Mahomes is the next Russell Wilson in that?
Dude,
Isn't that a weird conundrum?
They just gave him what, 500 plus million?
Yeah, half bill. That's pretty good.
He owns part of them too.
No, he owns the
Doesn't he?
Royals.
Oh, it's the Royals.
Royals.
Yeah.
I was like, I know he bought some team. I said it, and I was like, oh, it might have been the Royals. So here's something. Here's a little fun little. Oh my God, I did. Here's a fun little just kind of like tidbit I thought. So in all the Tom Brady's been in 10 Super Bowls, correct? Counting this one, 9 or 10. 10. Okay.
He's been in 10. He's won 7.
Okay. Now, Tom Brady's been in 10 Super Bowls. In every Super Bowl he's been in, this is the first Super Bowl he's ever got a first quarter touchdown.
I did know that. I saw that.
Only up until this point, he's only ever had field goals in the first quarter. This is the first Super Bowl he ever had a first quarter touchdown.
Wow.
That's insane.
Which I just thought was weird. Like, you play in 10 Super Bowls and you only get one. Like, that's kind of weird.
That is weird. But my team
It's
also
fun.
didn't score anything in the third quarter, like except one time this year. So
My team doesn't make it to the Super Bowl, so it's fine.
I don't have a football affiliation.
Oh, you will.
you will.
You will. Don't worry about it.
I don't.
Press conference is coming.
The Steeler fans have just forever ruined football for me. They're the most obnoxious. I just can't do it. Oof. I mean, who knows? But
So Matt's fiance is a Chiefs fan. So I have to ask Matt. How's Viv?
How did that go?
So two stories here. So Viv is I don't know if she's going to watch this. She's kind of a fake fan. She's from Kansas City. So like, she's from Kansas City. So she like loves the team, but she loves the team only because she's from Kansas City. Like the whole Super Bowl, she's in medical school. So the whole Super Bowl, she's studying on the couch. Like they lost, she got over it, went home. Now her father, however, I feel for her father. Her father was not happy. I mean, he wasn't like flipping tables or anything. Like
I would have been.
he took it like a man. He took it like a man. He's like, we won last year. I'm disappointed, not the game I wanted, but it's okay. But the vibe was definitely glum in the house that night. But it put me in a weird spot. So I don't really have a football affiliation. So I had to either one, root for Kansas City, my fiance's team, or I had got to root for Tom Brady. Now, Tom Brady, outside of being Tom Brady, has 6 Super Bowl wins. Steelers have 6 Super Bowl wins. The most obnoxious thing in the world is Steeler fans saying, well, we have 6 rings. So all I wanted was for him to get 7. So one man could beat their entire organization. And I guarantee you right now, Pittsburgh is crumbling. I don't know what they're doing, but they're probably getting burnt down right now.
Sad Big Ben, just like the memes of him just sitting there.
Big Ben with the Michael Jordan crying face.
My Chiefs. I do own a Chiefs jersey. I got it as a gift. I put it on, but in my head I was going for Brady. I was doing a double team there.
Yeah,
that's so sweet of you.
I know. I'm all about outward appearances and then faking what I feel on the inside.
Damn, you guys. Sorry about that. So I'm the one that's recording this because we're using Zoom to do it. You need the internet to have Zoom. And let's just say, per usual, every time I need my internet to work, shit's out.
It is what it
Same
is.
spectrum, but yeah. Anyone that knows me, I'm always complaining about my internet. We hate it. It's unreliable. I'm not a fan of it. F you. All right. You know what? I'm done complaining about it. What I want to complain about next is the halftime show. That was terrifying. I thought, they were all I saw in my cast, every other commercial break were horror movies. And then the Super Bowl commercial, halftime show came on. I asked Melissa, what scary movie is this? She said, Ben, this is the halftime show. I said, what the fuck? That was terrifying, dude. I swear to God, I thought one of them was going to be Bane and we were watching The Dark.
It was. Ooh, okay. Brandon and I have very different opinions on this. No, I want you to go first because I would like you to go. I want to hear why you think it was great. I think it's terrible. I want to hear why you think it's great.
Okay, I'll go. I don't think it was great. I didn't say great. I said it was good. And I think it looked weird. And I'm like, this is
weird.
kind of I don't even like
it, but it was scary.
It was kind of freaky, but there was something artistic about it that I just was like, this isn't too bad. He doesn't have terrible songs. When he came in with Blinding Lights at the end, I thought that was really cool. It was like they sped up into the rock transfer, and Blinding Lights is obviously his most popular song. And I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't terrible. This is a personal preference. Now I want to hear why you think it's awful.
Okay. But as a the Super Bowl halftime show, one of the biggest concerts you're ever going to play, most viewed concert you're ever going to do, and you want it to just be, it's okay.
No.
It shouldn't be okay. It should be great. If it's not great, it's automatically terrible. It's the Super Bowl halftime show. First of all, I will give you the blinding lights section at the end when they were covering the field. They had the Iron Man thing on and they were it was great. It was cool. It was awesome. But everything leading up to that, you couldn't hear a word the dude was saying. His mic was turned so far down. All these slender men start coming out and dancing around, and they look like they just had facial reconstructive surgery.
I love Slender Man. Come on, don't hate on him like that.
He's running through. He's got a weird-ass selfie camera, which, in my opinion, was a visual representation of what cocaine looks like. and he's running through a hall of mirrors going like this.
Oh yeah, the gift.
It literally looked like a 5-year-old planned it. It was
That song
it
is
looked
about
terrible.
cocaine.
It
You know that,
sounded
right?
terrible, and up until I had no idea. I listened to absolutely zero music. But the point is, up until the very, very end, it was weird. It was scary. It just didn't look like a Super Bowl halftime show. It didn't sound like a Super Bowl halftime show. And before the show is over, before your halftime show is even over, if there are 110 memes about it, you've done a bad job. Shakira doing the
Oh, I disagree.
Oh no,
I disagree.
I think
If you're making memes about the halftime show, you've done something right because that means people are talking about you, and that publicity you can't buy.
I'll give him.
People are going to talk about you. People are going to talk about you in the halftime show, whether you did good or bad. They're going to talk about how great it was or how shitty it was. No matter what you do, you're going to get talked about.
Yeah,
you don't want to be. You don't want to. I mean, granted, bad publicity is still publicity. I'll give you that. But you don't want it to be bad. It doesn't mean you want it to be bad.
Yeah.
No. You know, all publicity is good publicity in most people's eyes. In all honesty, I mean, yeah, it's a meme. Memes live on forever, Matthew.
Most people are content, and
it's like Twitter tweeted out today. There's like an age on memes, and I said, "Fuck you! No, there's not. You can use memes forever."
Yeah,
stupid
memes
Twitter.
are forever.
Sorry,
and I took that personally.
Ban me now. It's fine. It's fine. Please don't. I love Twitter.
Yeah.
Are forever.
Twitter's cool.
I saw a good meme. I love that, and I took that personally. One. I love that one. I saw a.
the one of him running around.
I can't remember what it was, man. Never mind. It was great though.
That one.
But yeah, I thought it was terrible.
Good
I
job,
just thought it wasn't good.
That's fair.
So do we want to do the
Super Bowl? Because Super Bowl parties.
Ooh.
I know Fauci said don't do it. I had like 2 people over. We had 2 people over. There was just 4 of us.
The only people I had was my fiance's family. They came up. They're all from Kansas City, so they all spent the Super Bowl in here, and which is fine. Like we see them all the time, so
yeah,
wasn't a big deal. We made appetizers. We had like chips, dip, queso. Not your queso, Ben. I verbally said out loud. Ben makes great queso, and I verbally said this is not as good as Ben's. But we made queso. We had guac, salsa, just normal chips and dip, nacho stuff. Yeah. We had little smoke. Okay, wait. I have a question.
Okay.
Now this is more or less to settle a small feud on food. Food. Those little weenies that are wrapped in the crescent rolls.
Ooh.
What do you call them?
Pigs in a blanket.
I call pigs in a blanket.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So I sent Vivian. She said, "Give me a shopping list of things you would like to make for the Super Bowl." I sent her the little smoky weenies and crescent rolls, so I could make those. So I could make pigs in a blanket. She took that as I wanted to make little smokies, which I guess, and this is I don't know if it's a Kansas City thing, but I don't fully understand it. Her family likes to make this dish where they take the tiny weenies and they basically put them in a crock pot and they slow cook them in barbecue sauce.
I've heard of that.
We do that too.
Yeah, we did.
And she's like, well, I was like, oh, I was trying to look for I was looking in the fridge, and she goes, why did you want crescent rolls? Like to make the pigs in a blanket. You said we were making, and she goes, you said we were making little smokies. I'm like, no, that's what the wieners are called. They're called little smokies, and you wrap them to make pigs in a blanket. She goes, well, that's not how I've done it. So let me tell you, I have never been more mildly inconvenienced in my life.
Dang.
Matt, we can already get the divorce papers ready if you want me to. I can call my guy.
I already got the pen. We're good. I already got the pen.
All right. Got the pen. I'll get the paper.
For legal reasons, contractual relationship agreement reasons, if for some reason, Vivian, you make it this far, that's a joke. It's not real.
Oh, we were joking. Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
I I'm in danger.
So we had
But
my mom made wings
Ooh.
and she made mini meatballs, and then she also made these chocolate peanut butter like bars.
Mhm.
Oof, those were the best. And then she also had like a French silk sliders, which was kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool.
dude, your mom
I ate too
went
much.
for it.
I did.
Yeah, and there was only like 3 of it. It was my mom,
You're supposed
dad,
you're
brother, and
supposed to
myself.
eat too.
That's
You're
fair.
Oh, yeah.
supposed to eat way too much and then have a salad the next day, and mentally it evens out. So that's what you're supposed
Yeah,
to do.
yeah, I definitely had a salad the next day. You know, don't be too concerned about my health.
Oh,
We
okay.
we ordered amongst.
What?
No, go ahead. You're good.
Okay, so I made the queso dip that Matt was raving about.
Oh, you bastard!
Yep, I made that. I made my own homemade jalapeno. I call them jalapeno poppers, but they're not like the breaded jalapenos. They're more like stuffed jalapeno peppers. Let's go with that. Put some Italian sausage on there, mixed with some cream cheese, and green onions. Good as hell, by the way. And then we did quesadilla bar. We got a whole bunch of toppings that you could put on a quesadilla. You know, my lame ass, I just made cheese ones. I wasn't feeling anything else really. But you can't ever go wrong with a cheese quesadilla. Like it's one of the easiest things you could ever make.
Never. Did you see? Okay, have we all had a crunch wrap from Taco Bell?
Yes, yep.
I have not,
We all have had,
but I can assume
or
what
at
it
least we
tastes
know
like.
what.
Drive there right
but
the
like-
hell now.
I already ate my burger, so I'm
Yeah.
good.
You'll see that next week, or not next week, later this week.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But so I saw, I was channeling my inner white girl, and I went on TikTok, and a lot of my TikTok is just food,
Mm-hmm.
like food
Hey,
recipes.
Tom.
This girl, dude, she she just took a tortilla, she cut halfway down like 3 or 4 times, so it was like into triangles but still connected in the center. She put like eggs on one triangle, cheese on the other, bacon, like she was making like a breakfast sandwich, and she literally just folded it over each triangle on itself, and then she just put it in a frying pan, let it heat up for like 30 seconds each side, and she made her own crunch wrap at home. And I tried it.
Oh.
It is the easiest thing to do, and it tastes so good.
I need to do
Ooh.
that. I think I'm gonna do that later this week. I'll go get the stuff to make that because that sounds really good.
Yeah, man, you're gonna have to send us that TikTok.
Dude, they're
Somebody needs to see that.
so good. I will. They're so good. They take literally, I mean, like between cutting the tortilla and then like actually putting all the crap on and cooking it, it's like a 10-minute process if you put like simple stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Wait,
There we
so
go.
I was thinking about,
It's great. It's so good.
and I know since Matt doesn't have any football affiliation, Brandon, you know about this. I know about this. Matt, how much of the stadium did you see, like from watching the game?
Just what they showed. Saw a lot of Paramount Mountain every time they panned outside the stadium.
That's fair.
No,
That's fake, by the way. That was fake as hell. I've seen
Oh, really?
Raymond James Stadium with my own eyes. That mountain is not there. That's fake news. That was bullshit. I'm
God.
pissed. Unless it just sprouted up overnight. But something that is real, did you know that they have a pirate ship in the stadium? I'm not shitting you right now. There's a pirate ship in the stadium.
A full-ass ship?
Like a full-ass ship.
Full scale and everything.
Go look it up. Go look it up. They like shoot cannon, like not actual cannons because they kill people, but like they shoot like, you know, like smoke or whatever whenever the Bucs score a touchdown.
No, those are real cannons. Those are real cannons. I looked it up.
Now we know I've never been to a game. Damn.
Yeah.
But I'm not
Oh, I
shitting.
guess I'll
There's
just
an
die
actual
then.
pirate ship in the stadium.
I'm doing it on the Google box. Hang on.
Okay.
Can you like go in it? Is it like
Do the Google
speeding?
box.
That's a great question. I've seen it, but I've never like been in it. So I don't know.
I want to say no, but I guess it's not impossible that they do seating in the ship, but I don't think that they do.
I've never seen it.
Wait, what? That's cool as shit. There's people in it though. It looks like
It's
it
cool
looks
as
like a
shit.
marching band is in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is that in the stadium? Like if you're looking like downfield, is that by the?
Yeah, it's in
Oh,
one of
dude,
the.
that's like to the left of the. That's like to the left of the jumbotron thing. I don't know how I didn't see that.
Yeah, dude, it's in one of the end zones below a jumbotron. It's cool as hell.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
super cool.
I just want to go watch
That's
it.
so neat. I like that.
I want to sit on the pirate ship with my lawn chair when I drink my beer. That's it.
I've heard that when they shoot the
One
cannons,
of
it's like the
my-
loudest thing ever. It's like
yeah, that was
super
kidding.
Oh, I'm
cool.
sure, dude. They're shooting.
With Tom Brady lighting it up there, they're probably,
Imagine the.
here we go
Oh,
again.
that'd be horrible. Kind of going off what you said, Ben, about like sitting there with your lawn chair. One of my biggest, and I've mentioned this. I actually want to see if you can remember. What's one of my like bucket list sporting venues?
Yeah.
What is it? Do you guys know like one of my bucket list sporting venues that I want to go to?
Trying to think. Is it Target Field?
No, it's not Target Field. I don't want to go. I don't want to get my passport out to go to Minnesota. No, dude, I want to go to San Diego
Oh.
and I want to sit on the beach.
Yeah.
I want to sit on the beach at Petco Field and I want to just vibe and watch a game. It is. I've heard the beach isn't that great actually.
Mhm.
I heard like it gets really crowded and like it's really not great, but I don't know. I've heard mixed feelings. I want to go there so super bad.
Sure.
That's like my bucket list item, but since it's across the country, I'm not sure when it will happen.
That'd be sweet. Could all go to a game. Got to.
Well, you'd have to come down from the Great White North, dude, and I don't know if you can make it through with COVID and stuff with the
Road trip.
get it because you're in Canada.
Yeah. Because the Prime Minister owns Minnesota, and I forgot we can't travel anywhere in the States.
It really be how it do.
So we should circle back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh shit, am I frozen?
No, I see.
No, you're good.
Oh, I'm good.
On the internet.
Okay,
I'm telling
cool.
you.
Should circle back to the Super Bowl, and we should talk about something that we noticed that was kind of that stuck out to us about it. So,
Okay.
Ben, why don't you go first? You got something?
Pretty much just how like blatantly obvious the league wanted Brady to win. Like I'm pretty sure anyone that knows anything knew like, oh fuck, here we go. They're gonna hand Tom Brady number 7, which is just shit because it had potential to be one of the best Super Bowls ever. But that's just my opinion. But
I do have something and I'll say it, but I slightly disagree. The Chiefs were someone need to tell them that they're rules, because they kept breaking them every single play. They were holding. They were
But to be fair, like they could only hold because like their offensive line couldn't stop like a group of second graders from getting to Patrick Mahomes.
It's
was
still
so
breaking the rules.
Yeah.
I felt like I was watching the Chicago Bears.
Like they're not gonna go, well, he's clearly holding, but guys, come on, look at what he's working with here. Let's just let it slide.
There's holding on every play. If someone tells you differently, they're bullshitting you. Everybody holds.
There's holding at every play.
You always hold.
They don't. Here's one thing I noticed, and this is more. Well, I didn't notice. It's more or less what was said after the game. So obviously there was a lot of taunting going both ways.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like wagging fingers and like shouting things. Matthews, after the game, had said that because him and Tom Brady got into like a little spit match, and evidently he said, and this is a quote. He said that Tom Brady called him, quote, something he will not repeat.
A fraud. He called him a fraud. We don't use the F word.
And here's the thing. Here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady doesn't give a shit enough about you to call you anything. Tom Brady is A, winning, B has been there 10 times, is about to win his 7th Super Bowl. He does not give a single shit what you have called. Like, he's not going to care enough to call you anything. There's cameras, there's microphones, there's like 3 times the amount of refs. If he would have said anything offensive along the lines of like a racial slur or something like that, he would have been murdered. There are so many people there that you're not like you don't get away with that on the football
He was
field.
actually
I don't
mic'd
buy that he
up
called
too.
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
He was
like
actually
I
mic'd
don't
up
buy
in
that.
This
Like
is Tom Brady been in the league. Like, this is never
like
come.
Tom Brady, he's a smart dude. He's not gonna
No, he's not gonna fuck it up.
not gonna do that. But I don't know. That was just something I saw after the
Yeah.
fact that I was like, that's bullshit. Like, you're lying. You're just salty you lost.
That's fair. Brandon, what
So
you
you guys ready for the best playoff story of
like, tell me.
everything? Except for
Born ready, bud.
Tom Brady winning his 7th Super Bowl. It's like, whatever. That's old news. Okay. Rookie safety, Antoine Winfield Jr.
Okay.
Let's flash it back. 2009. I don't know how old he is. He's maybe like 10 years old. His dad played against the New Orleans Saints NFC Championship game. He saw his dad get cheated out of getting a Super Bowl because the Saints cheated in the Bounty Gate scandal. That you can learn about that once you learn about the Vikings. You'll know. But they blatantly cheated. Everyone got caught. People did their time. It's whatever. They didn't get their Super Bowl taken away. It's fine. I'm not over it. Whatever. Flash forward this year, Saints got their ass kicked by Tampa Bay, and Winfield tweeted out, "Never forget. The North never forgets." And he's like, "I did that for my pops." Okay.
Dang.
Winfield also was on the Gophers for his college career,
Yeah.
and so he's a Minnesota boy.
Mm-hmm.
And NFC Championship game, just beat the Packers. Then he's like, "I did that for my people up in Minnesota," or something like that. And then, so he did that. And then,
America's hero.
yep, flashback to the week that the Chiefs played against Tampa Bay in the regular season when Tyreek Hill flashed the peace sign to him. And he was on
Then did
a lot of the coverage.
Flip in the end zone.
Yep, did the flip in the end zone. Totally disrespected. And then finally, to put the nail in the coffin on his revenge tour, he flashes this peace sign to Tyreek Hill saying, "We just kicked your ass in the Super Bowl. Peace out."
Yeah.
And that to me is one of the most compelling revenge stories in the NFL. And I haven't really heard anyone talk about it, but mainly because I think he's from Minnesota, that really speaks to me. I just think that's really cool that he did the trifecta.
Yeah.
Did it for his dad, did it for his hometown, and then did it for himself. That I think is so cool.
Oh, absolutely.
He got flagged for that, right? There was a flag on that for that, right?
He did. Yeah. And then
Dude,
Tony Romo blatantly was like, "That's disrespectful," but I don't think he really knew the backstory on it. Pretty much.
Who cares, dude? Taunting
the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Dude, taunting. Why there's a rule about taunting is the dumbest thing in the world. You're grown men playing a children's game. Like, I respect the fact that you're in shape enough to do it, and I'm not gonna whatever, cool. But be a grown man then. It's kind of like baseball. If you're a pitcher and a really good pitcher, let's just say you're like a Max Scherzer or a Clayton Kershaw or whatever, and I just send a nuke I hit an absolute piss missile that puts a new crater in the moon. I'm not going to be rounding second going, you did a good job there. No, I'm going to be freaking out. I'm naked by the time I get to third.
Disrespect his family.
You're really good. I just beat you in this particular instance. I'm going to be happy about it. Just because you're good doesn't mean I have to respect the fact you're good. I'm going to absolutely celebrate. I'm going to taunt you. And if your feelings are hurt by that, go home and cry about it. Yeah. I don't really give a shit.
It's part of the mental warfare, in my opinion, too. Like, if I just got disgraced like that, I probably wouldn't play as well as I did. I feel like that's part of the mental war game that you're playing. Like, you just got disrespected on national television. Damn.
And you can just own it too. Like on the flip side of that, if I hit a piss missile and I'm naked by third, if I look at the pitcher and he's just like, "You got me," like, okay, that's hilarious. That's good. I know I'm good. He knows he's good. We clashed. One of us had to lose. Like, it's not always gonna be my time to shine. Like, I don't know. I just think you gotta own it. Like, now granted, I understand in a game like, you know, a normal game, it could be fun. In the Super Bowl, especially when you're losing, you can't get a throw off. You know, the Chiefs are doing bad. I can see how it's like it would be frustrating and annoying.
Yeah.
But like, it's part of it. Like, the fact that there's a rule and you can be punished for being happy, it's stupid to me.
It's the no.
Let me paint
The no.
I want to paint a picture of what I just thought of. You want to hear what I just thought? All right.
Yep.
It's
I
the
would
last
love
inning.
yeah, bud.
Last inning in a co-ed softball game. Matt's up to bat, 2 outs. You're down by 1, 2 runners on. Matt, you just hit a piss missile off the freaking pitcher. You're rounding second, and then all of a sudden you just start streaking. I don't know why that came to my head, but like, you round third and you're complete butt-ass nude, and you're just disrespecting the shit out of the other team. Cops come, you get arrested, and you say it was worth it. I can see you doing that. Don't tell me I'm wrong.
It would straight up be worth it. Oh no, you're not wrong. And like, the thing is, you guys have never fully met my brother. My second oldest brother, his name's Alex, but like, he is the most wild. Like, he has that opinion, that same opinion I have, but like on steroids. And he'd be naked by first, and he would be like assaulting the dude's mother by second. You know, like, he's just so hyper, and he firmly believes that if he beats you, he's gonna let you know about it, and you will never live it down. And like, it's great. But if you think that I'm bad, you guys have got to really talk to him about what he would do to celebrate.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and leave you guys with the image of Matt rounding butt ass naked.
I think that's a good image to lead off on.
That's a great place to end the first episode on. I don't know how we're going to top it in episode 2, but I'm sure we're going to find out how. So, as always, like, stick back with us next week. Share us with your friends on Spotify, Facebook, do whatever. Go make a Twitter. Retweet us. Follow us. Please, God. Go on Twitter.
Do it.
Do it. It'll be a great time. We'll see you guys next week.